Hey, so tonight I am going to give another Jamie Oliver's meat-free meals a go, and I am doing Scruffy Aubergine Lasagna. So let's take a look and see how we're going to do it. I have got my copper stone pan out. The recipe should be cooked all in one pan, so it says a shallow casserole dish, but I haven't got one that goes from hob to oven, so we're going to start off in this. We've got it on a medium heat, and we're going to add 125 mils of water, and we're doing half the recipe, so I'm only doing half of what I asked for. So I've got 2 small aubergines, and they're about 300 grams each. And we're going to I've cut them lengthways, and we're going to put them in. And then I have chopped up 2 small onions into quarters, and I'm going to put that in as well. And all we're going to do for this is put the lid on, and we are going to cook this for 20 minutes and let the steam cook everything down. Okay, so it's been 20 minutes and most of the liquid has been absorbed. And next thing, it says to make a well in the middle. Now these all look pretty big to me, so I want to break these up just a little bit. I don't know if I should be doing this, but we're going with it. Right, so I'm going to make a well in the middle. And we're going to add a tablespoon and a half of oil. And to that we're going to add 3 cloves of garlic, thinly sliced, half a teaspoon of chili flakes, and the zest of half a lemon. And it says 15 grams of sage leaves, and I couldn't get that, so I've got the dried sage, and I've got about 10 grams, so I'm going to put most of that in. Right. Now the recipe says to cook that till it's brown, but I don't think I'm going to see any brown, but we'll just cook it for a little bit and see what happens. Right, that's been about 5 minutes. I'm just going to go with it because I have no idea. So the next step is to scrunch in a tin of plum tomatoes. So we're just going to go straight in the hand and scrunch those tomatoes out. And then add a tin of cold water. Now I've got about 3/4 of a tin because there's still water in there. So I'm going to put that in and give it a stir. So the lid's going back on, and we're going to cook for another 20 minutes, and we're going to give it a stir a couple of times as well. Okay, so that's been on for another 20 minutes. and at this point it says to remove from the heat, but as I cannot put this pan in the oven, we are gonna take an oven proof casserole dish and we're gonna pour this in. There we go. And then to this we are going to add 40 grams of mature cheddar. This is 30% less fat. And 40 grams of parmesan or hard cheese if you want it vegetarian. And we're going to stir this in. And then we're going to season with salt and pepper. Stir that in. And then we've got 150 grams of fresh lasagna sheets, and we're just going to tear this into it. And then we're going to stir that in, making sure we get the sheets covered. And then to finish off, I have got 25 grams of almonds, and it says to bash them up, so I put them in the mini chopper and blitzed them for a minute. So we're going to sprinkle them over. And then with the few sage leaves that were saved, you're supposed to rub them with oil, but I didn't have any leaves, so I'm just going to sprinkle some of the sage on top. And then this is going to go in the oven for 20 minutes at 200 degrees. Okay, let's take a look. There we have it, scruffy lasagna. It does look scruffy, but it looks good. Okay, let's see if we can get some of this onto a bowl. So this is 3 portions I've made here. So let's just get scooping in. So that's the Scruffy Aubergine Lasagna. No idea if it's right, but we're going to give it a go anyway. Let's have a taste. That's good.